Hi there, this is Mrs. Watts. I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to your first unit in the course. So when you first log into the course, you're going to come to this page. So you should see this image with the heart and the little kid's hand with the crayon. What you want to do first is just check your unread discussions. So there's a lot of discussions in the course. As we go through the course, you're going to be doing a lot of projects, and those will be found on that discussion section. You'll be posting your work to those discussions and then posting replies to the other students. So always check that right away. Now, when you first turn in your work, you can use the printer scanner, which you should have been provided by the school, and you can scan your work. Or there's an option here where you use a video to turn in your work. Now, if you're going to do that, all you need to do is get your work, and you're just going to hold up the finished piece. So this is a started portion of a project that I'm working on that you'll have for your first unit, but you're going to just hold it up and then you'll be able to use that video to turn in your work. So that is an option for you. So if you're interested in that, review that using video option to turn in work information there. The other thing that you'll be able to see here is you will see the raise your hand discussion board information. This is if you have a question about anything in the course, and it's perhaps, it can be during the day, but it can be after hours. But this is somewhere that you can click. It's a discussion board. If you know the answer to another student, you can give them the answer, or if you have a question, you can post your question there. There's a section here for reminders. These are all of the different contact information, numbers, emails that you'll need for tech support in this first part here. So that's going to be your information there for tech support. After that, you'll see that there is information for nurses, internet reimbursement, ways to turn in work. There's a document linked here, Agora Art Department late policy. That's for the entire Agora Art Department. That information's linked here. Information on the fact that you do need your printer up and running because you'll have worksheets. If your printer is not up and running, you can always rewrite your worksheets, but that makes it a lot harder for you to do. And then there's also information here on posting to a discussion. So you can just review this information. And then it does give you the information here about all students needing art materials. So you'll need to obtain at minimum, if you have more, great. If not, don't worry about it. But paper and pencil, so just regular paper, regular pencil, printer paper is fine. And then something to color with, so crayons or markers, or if you have paint or anything like that. And then down here is also just a Word document that tech support sent out for this year that has all those numbers on it. I do recommend printing this out because if your computer crashes, you won't be able to access all this information here. So you won't be able to get to those phone numbers if you don't have your computer able to turn on. So I do suggest you just print that out and keep it somewhere handy. Okay, so now that we've gone over the class announcements and the discussion board and seeing if there's any unread discussions, what you're going to do when you first get in here is you're just going to go right to content. And then once you go to content, it's going to load your different units. Now, right now, the units other than the Welcome to Class and Unit 10 are hidden. So once you complete the Welcome to the Class folder, it'll unlock all those other units, and you'll see a whole bunch of units that'll appear once you've completed those steps. So what you're going to do, this is your raise your hand discussion. Again, that's if you need a question to be answered, so you don't have to click on that unless you have a question, which you would post in that discussion. But what you're going to do first is you're going to come to the Welcome to Class, and you'll see I've been in here changing some things and getting some dates and things like that set up. So it lets you know how much you've completed. So I've been through 78%. I'm in student view right now. Obviously, the first thing you're going to do, watch this video here. I have a little Welcome to the Course video. And then right below that, you'll see the Resources folder. Now, all of these, you're going to just need to review. So this is a syllabus. There's a section on getting started, my contact information, late policy, academic integrity, which is like plagiarism and things like that. Getting started, truancy and attendance, and then it just continues down the line. After you've completed all of those, you'll see a check mark next to those. Then you're going to come down here to the student survey, and that's just a Google survey just to kind of give me some feedback on how you learn and what your likes and dislikes and some different information are, just to kind of help me and guide me in completing the different course lessons and our live classes. So you can complete that. And then after you do that, you're going to do the Start Course Quiz. And this is what's going to unlock the other units. So you do need to pass the course quiz. And when you come into this, it's going to open up with this page. It's going to let you know you do have unlimited takes on this, so you can, and it's set to the default, which is 2 hours. Should not take you 2 hours though. There's only a couple questions on it. So you're going to come in here, you'll click on the Start Quiz button down below it when you're ready to take it. And then once you've taken the quiz, it'll give you the score. And then once you've passed it, then it will unlock all of your units. So you want to make sure that you do get through those parts. And then once you're done with that, you're going to come to your welcome to class student discussion board. So this is going to be our first discussion board. So this is our getting to know you discussion board. And you're going to come in here and you're going to introduce yourself by using this document. So the link is right here. It's also here, but you're just going to open this up and it's going to, and then I'm in Firefox right now, so use Chrome when you do this, but open that up. And then once you have that open, you're going to print it out and you're going to fill it out. So I have that open, and what you're going to do is, again, it says print this worksheet out and answer all the questions. This may not be completed digitally, so you'll need to actually complete this by hand. So the first thing you'll do is color in this oval. So that's just going to give me a good idea of your fine motor skills. Let me know how well you can handle coloring within that oval. What is something you're looking forward to for this semester? So let me know right here what you're looking forward to this semester. And then you're going to create an art goal that you wish to accomplish for this semester. Up here you can draw a self-portrait, and this is only as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just getting an idea of where you are with your art skills before we get into the course. And then, did you obtain your art supplies? And you can just put an X on yes or no. And then if you said yes, let me know what supplies you have. This doesn't have to be super specific. I don't need to know the brand or anything like that. Just, I have crayons, paper, pencil. That's plenty. And then once you've done that, you're going to put in your name here for the I, and then comma is going to be your name. And then just that you understand you need to obtain supplies. And again, you'll put your name in here, I. Also understand that if I do not have the supplies that are listed when a project is assigned, I need to contact the teacher before the due date passes. I also understand that late work is not accepted without prior arrangements made before a due date passes. I also understand that all projects, unless otherwise stated, are to be created using art supplies, then submitted by submitting an image of the artwork, and then you're going to just sign your name there. And then what you'll do after you complete that is you'll just scan this with your school scanner and submit that to the discussion board. If you are going to be using a cell phone, so you want to take a picture of this, you can do that instead. That is fine. As long as, the rule is, as long as I can see the work, it's clear, the image isn't blurry or like tilted and out of focus. As long as I can see it, I can grade it. And then once you have that scanned and saved to your computer, you're going to click on the Start a New Thread, and then you'll put your name, and then you'll write your message in here. So here's my work. And then you'll just need to add an attachment. And this is where you can use the directions for creating a video. So you can record a video, or you can use the upload option. And if you click the upload option, it's going to allow you to open up that document from your computer. So those are going to be your options for being able to turn your work in. And then make sure, this is one step a lot of students forget, is to hit the post button. If you don't hit the post button, it's going to just not post it. It's going to delete your entry. So make sure you hit the post button before you close out of this. Otherwise, it's not going to upload. After you've uploaded your submission, you're going to come in and find 2 other students that you're going to post a reply to. Now, again, if you'd like to do the record option, you can record audio for that option if you'd prefer. Or you can write it, or if you want to record a video. Any of those are fine, whichever way you want to get that reply in there. Just make sure that from the course homepage that you take a look at how to write a discussion post. So from the main course homepage, make sure that you've reviewed what a course response looks like. So posting to a discussion, there's a link here. And it just tells you just to be substantial. So just don't say, hey, great job, awesome, cool. Give them, I agree that my favorite color is also blue. Or just, that way it shows and demonstrates that you've actually read the other student's post, and it gives them some feedback on it. Or maybe they have a type of art supply. I have watercolors. Maybe you can post a reply, hey, I have watercolors too. I can't wait to see what yours turn out like. I'm excited to try watercolors this year. So just make sure that your replies are substantial and not just real blanket statements that could have been made to anybody. Think of it like a discussion. If you were in a brick and mortar, we would have tables with 4 or 5 people at each table, and you would be across from other students and you would be discussing. So it would be a give and take. So think of it that way whenever you're working on these assignments. And of course, you can always stay after class or reach out to me for assistance one-on-one. Send me an email. We can set something up. But this is going to be where you're going to start the course. So make sure to keep an eye on that class plan. It's going to tell you what to do every single day. Keep an eye on those unread discussions. And then, of course, ask for help if you need it. All right, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We have some awesome lessons for this school year. We have a student teacher that'll be joining us in October. So it's going to be a great year. I hope you guys are excited. We have some really fun stuff coming up. Just go ahead and get in there and get started on those projects, and I'll see you guys in class.